Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about this the full moon that's just left us, and the new moon that we've now got in Aries. And Aries, me, self, I, right, the physical self, right, the body, okay, and it's about new directions. We've got this fabulous new moon. It's about new directions. It's about breaking through. I've actually got the chart up here again, guys, so I'm going to be looking at that, and I might actually pop the chart on at the end of this video so you can have a look at it and see what I'm talking about. Now, what we've also got, we have the sun in Aries obviously today, and we've got Venus in Aries, okay, we've got the moon that's skipped into Taurus, and of course we've got Uranus, this transformational energy also in Taurus, um, and we've also got Mercury in Aries, and all of this energy is happening in the seventh, okay, and there's all these conjunctions, so we've got this sort of if you like, cornucopia of energies that are operating for us in this seventh house. Now, seventh house is naturally Libran, as you know, and is the polarity to Aries. Okay, so it's about, what we've been giving to others, what we've been giving out there. Libra, where we've been compromising or over compromising, and where we've done the work, Mars. But now we've got this energy of new beginning, right, coming forward, and it's about us, the self, okay, we're important, and where we've been trying to break through. And I'm feeling that certainly this first half of April, we've been still playing with that. We've been trying to push forward. We've also got don't forget, we've got Mars in Gemini, guys. And, Gemini is a mutable energy, can be a little bit scatty, can be all over the place. So, again, as we're moving forward now, as we move beyond sort of mid-April, things start to become more concrete, if you like. And even though we've still got um, Saturn in Aquarius, okay, it is talking about structures, all right, and how we're transforming those structures. Now, when I'm looking at the chart again, I've got Saturn, this is a London chart, GMT. We've got Saturn in Aquarius transiting the fourth house. The fourth house is naturally the moon energy, remember? And we also have Pluto up there as well in Capricorn. So, again, breaking down of old structures, the way we've been thinking, all right, especially with Chiron there in Aries as well, wounding the self. I've talked about all this before. So we've been pushing through, and finally we're just sort of getting there. So there's some sort of a conclusion to any problems. We're still going to be, working with it. We've still got to work with the energy, but at the end of the day, we are going to be in a much better space as we're moving forward. And whether or not you woke this morning 12th of April thinking, wow, I feel really energized, Mars, at the end of the day, but still things a little bit sort of flaky, is going to start to come together. So where we've had these, if you like, foundational issues, if you like, where the foundations have been a little bit shaky, and certainly it has been for many of us, including myself, but at the end of the day, what we've got coming forward now is much, much more balance. Elements of compromise coming in, and also where we become more centered. And even though we have got this energy of Mars in Gemini, and of course Mars is in Gemini in the ninth house, that's a personal truth house, if you know, where we've been moving away from, as I said, the old philosophies, the old belief systems, and recognizing what didn't work up until this point. Now we have this new moon in Aries that ultimately is going to move us forward, guys. You know, Uranus in Taurus as well, is loving on the self. Taurus is a Venus energy. I've spoken to you about this before. And and because we've got all this sort of energy that's all sort of compacted within that seventh, some of the quite tight degrees as well. They've got the sun at 23 degrees. We've got the moon today. Sorry, we've got the sun at 26 degrees, and we've got Venus at 27. So we've got quite a 4 degree connection there, which is, that's pretty intense on one level. So we've got all of that going on. So finding balance, finding that middle road, and you know what we've got on the polarity here, we've got Libra rising today on this chart. So that first house got a little bit of Scorpio in there, a little bit of Libra on there. So Scorpio energy again. Scorpio energy, as you know, it's a psychology. It may well be that we have had, it's been difficult with Mars in Gemini, and Mars in Gemini is still at 23 degrees in that ninth plot. We are getting there. And, when I look at this, I often say that, if you imagine the astrological clock here, so we've got all this energy in the seventh house, and I always say we need to get into the middle of the astrological wheel, moving towards this, this first house, naturally Aries polarity. It's just finding that sort of middle road here. But I feel that we are going to do that. So this is breakthrough time. Don't forget that Mars is always going to be the first hound out of the trap after that rabbit. Mars energy is powerful. There's a strength in it. Yeah, there can be aggression, but there's also assertion. But again, because we've got this opposition going on actually with this Mars energy with Juno in Sagittarius, we don't have to believe what others, give us. And Juno, of course, is relationship asteroids, and she is in the third house. The relationships that we've been having, the struggles that we may have been having, frankly, mind games, a lot going on there with that Gemini energy. And as I've said, Juno, the relationship asteroid, in that third house, naturally Gemini, in Sagittarius. In opposition, I spoke to you about this as well when I was talking about square aspects and opposition to Mars in Gemini in that ninth. So, believing in the self, no more self-harming, and I'm not particularly talking about in that literal sense, but it's about what we want now, what we believe, and even if it does disrupt relationship, at the end of the day, hang on here. Chiron is asking us to have a relationship with the self as well. And Chiron, of course, in Aries, in that sixth house. Sixth house is about your work life. It's about your health. Is the relationship healthy? Is the work relationship healthy? What is it that we need to do? Now, the good news is, brilliant, that we've actually got Chiron in Aries, and this is trine, right, which is pretty good energy in this case, certainly with that Juno energy, and also with the South Node in Sagittarius. So things are going to be flowing a little bit better. You're really going to be getting it together. So where you've thought, I don't believe that this is going to happen, or I don't believe that has happened, or do I have enough self-belief to step away from something that has been supportive, in some way. So whether or not that be financial, whether or not be love interests, guys, or whatever, we have got we've got this nice trine tripping out there. Now, Jupiter, of course, is still in Aquarius, and Jupiter is in the fifth house, and of course, fifth house is Leo, all right? And so again, it's about expansion of the self. Jupiter, at the end of the day, is asking us to break away and break beyond and break through. And the fifth house is naturally, of course, the sun, and of course we have the sun in Aries, and we've got Venus in Aries as well. So it's very much about how we feel, right, and what we sense, right, about where we've been going and where we felt we might have been hitting a brick wall. I do feel now that we've got this new energy coming through with the new moon, and I do honestly feel that we're all going to feel a lot better and a lot more stable even though we've had all this Aquarian energy sort of racing through, guys, I do feel that this is a sense of new beginning. And Aryan energy, yeah, it is powerful, but uh, the good thing is, when I spoke to you in some of the readings for this month, it's like using the mind in a positive way, not being aggressive, being assertive. And if there's been quite a lot of pressure for you, mental pressure, guys, I feel as if we're going to be able to move away from it. Um, I am also absolutely saying to you that, again, we've got quite a big opposition with the ascendant in Libra, with Mercury, and of course Mercury in Aries. So again, yeah, no more giving in, no more giving in to other people's behavioural patterns, no more giving in and sacrificing the self, the sacrifice energy being Scorpio, the sacrificing that, the ritualistic scorpionic energy, the rituals that we've gone through for all this time, where now we have to acknowledge change, and this new moon is allowing us to do that. So if you have been waiting on answers for interview, waiting on answers for, if you like, from your partner, whether or not that was going to work or not. Well, just hanging around there, where we've been in this sort of suspended situation. I feel now that with this new energy, and I certainly felt it when I got up this morning. I thought, my goodness me, the sun is shining. And I felt really cool this morning. I thought, oh, yeah, this is great. So I'm going to come out, and I feel a lot better today. You know, people think that we do the work we don't feel we do. Believe me, so I've had my own struggles. And Mars energy allows us that punch, if you like, that extra strength to move forward. But I think with Mars in Gemini, in that ninth, it's like, we have to now acknowledge that what is not working, what will not work, the universe is not going to give us a free ride, guys, But at the end of the day, I feel this little new moon is giving us a little bit of a magic carpet, so we can sort of transcend, right, with the Neptune in Pisces energy, also trine, right, um, the Hades in Cancer. Now, Hades, of course, the god of the underworld, So I want to go. That's in the ninth house. We've got this tree. We're coming out of the underworld, guys. We're still going to be a little bit foggy with this energy of Neptune in Pisces, in that sixth house. But, all right, let's talk about the lead boots. Let's get the lead boots on. I do feel that we're feeling more grounded, making decisions, Gemini, with that Mars energy, yourself making decisions around your relationships, around your work situations, associations, and with Uranus in Taurus, it's like realization and revelations that are coming in from others as well. It being in the seventh house. Sorry, I'm just checking this out as well. And actually, that is actually sextile the ascendant, sextile the sextile the midheaven in Cancer, which of course is moon energy. So sextile energy, again, it's more fortuitous than any squares oppositions. And even though we are going to be moving through, there's going to be a little bit of an edge around mid-June. But again, please know that it is breakdown, breakthrough, breakaway. Remember the breakthrough here. So I don't want to come on there. This is good stuff. So Uranian energy, all the time that we've been transforming it, all the time that we've been trying to restructure and make more solid things that haven't been, you know, not been giving us what we need. So if it does mean the breakaway to ultimately attain the breakthrough, and if it does mean breakdown, guys, then that's it. So it's thinking outside the box here. Okay, and I think that Mars allows us to do that, um, and find that balance, find that middle road with Libra. And Libra is a cardinal sign. It's strong, cardinal energy. The four cardinals, which is Cancer, which of course is Moon energy, fourth house. We have Capricorn, 10th house energies, career, so on and so forth. We have Aries, which is key because of all the Aries energy in the sky. Again, another cardinal, and of course Libra. So the four cardinal signs there. So yeah, powerful. Uh, we're gonna we're going to hack it, guys. We're going to push through. So where there've been delays, where you've been waiting on others to make decisions around it, making your own decisions now. Mars in Gemini. All right, recognizing options, Mars in Gemini, but listening to the higher self, the Mars in Gemini energy being in that ninth house. So, which is of course Sagittarius, which is Jupiter ruled. And again, I've got this Jupiter energy in this fifth house, which is the sun, its creative self. It's still like it's breaking through, it's this expansion through transformation of your personal energies and your relationships and everything else. So if there is this breaking away, if you feel that you need to do that, if we need to re-establish um, new foundation within relationship, again, work, rest, play, guys. At the end of the day, this new moon is going to allow us to do that. Remember, new moons, it's the beginning. It's when a full moon, of course, is culmination, things coming to an end, whereas this new moon in Aries is powerful. Again, remember, Aries, the physical body, Mars, okay? So again, do I want to carry on pushing myself and, you know, for others when at the end of the day I'm not getting it back? Well, actually, it's all going to be groovy, and I do feel that we are going to be moving forward. And I personally am really looking forward to it. Um, I think that there is this fresh new beginning for us all. So if you've been trying to work things out, and particularly with the Scorpio energy, we've got the North Node up there in the eighth house at the minute, the North Node of the Moon in Gemini. And remember that Scorpio energy is other people's money, for instance. It's about, it can be about inheritance and anything like that, but other people's money, um, and really having, trying to dig deep to get to the bottom of our personal truth, to find our personal truth, to discover our personal truth, and to ultimately move forward. And I feel that this Mars energy, Aries is allowing us to do that. There's still going to be a little bit of confusion, guys, whilst Mars is still in Gemini, all right? But soon enough, it's going to be making a shift into the sign of Cancer, and I feel that again, it's about Cancer is a very empathic, it's a very nurturing energy, um, and I'm feeling that. It's about nurturing the self now, particularly with Chiron, guys. So it's like breaking through now, having done a lot, the work, having hopefully listened to the higher self, listening to the cosmos, acknowledging the signals that um, have been, being transmitted to us if we're awake to it. But hopefully, with a Jupiter in Aquarius, you will be awake to it. It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to work on Maggie's farm anymore. I just don't want to do this anymore. This is the time. And you've been on this little ride, on this pony for a while, but now we've got this breakthrough energy coming with this wonderful new moon in Aries. Me, self, I am important. And it doesn't put you above another, or, but it's about equality, it's about compromise now, both with yourself, right? So don't push the body too much, guys. Be thoughtful in your actions, very important. Use that higher science that we all come in with, recognize that connection to the whole, and work with it. And I guarantee you're going to have a lot of breakthroughs coming from this point, all right? We know we've got this square one coming up again. But as I said, cannot accentuate enough that it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be traumatic, because this is about breaking through. So old philosophies, leaving them behind, guys, breaking through, feeling that freshness come into you. Breathe it all in, guys. You know, if you need to do a little yoga, a little meditation, and rock on and do that too. But I'm telling you, we're going forward. So hang on in there and use this energy of Mars in Gemini in a positive way. Thoughtful actions, guys, not aggressive. Let's be assertive, but not aggressive. Hope that's helped you. And I'm going to try and attempt to get the chart up. All right. Bingo. See you later. Bye.